Yo, what is going on, guys? Alright, welcome back. Today we got a super cool war against CYTYC, I believe. CTYTC. Alright, so first off, we're taking the Psychic Thorns path, like most of the time. I brought Namor, Mega Red, and Sabretooth again. We're using Namor for both fights in the Psychic Thorns, and we're not taking the, I think it was a Wasp mini-boss, we're not taking her. So first off, we have the Colossus. Now, fun fact, this was actually the first time I fought Colossus with his new buff, because I'm pretty sure this war was on Monday, which was when the new version of the game came out. So his buff was finally live, and I haven't fought him in Arena or anywhere else yet. But yeah, I know a bunch of people were like concerned he was going to turn into this giant defensive monster, but I don't really see it. Even if you're using Corvus, I know he's armor break immune, but Corvus ignores armor like that anyway. So you won't be able to armor break him, but it won't be too much of an issue. Yeah, so this fight is pretty much rinsed. I forced Imperious Rex there, where I had 15 seconds of outrage, and I held block for a second, and I just used SP3, got my Fury, and killed him with one special 2. Up next, we have a Yondu, and we're taking this one with Namor 2. This is, you know what, this is pretty decent placement for Yondu, I'd say, because aside from Namor, most counters for Psychic Thorns, you're going to want to parry first, and sometimes Yondu isn't too friendly with the parries. I know that, of course, you can dash back and have his medium attack parried, but sometimes if he's not cooperating, it could be a little problematic. I mean, I still don't think Yondu is a great placement for Psychic Thorns. I don't think Yondu's a great defender in general. But if you're going to place a Yondu, this is a good place to put him. Now here, we're doing the same thing, where I forced the Imperious Rex, but I didn't want to do a special 3, because I didn't want to sit through the animation again. So I just tossed a special 2, an unblockable special 2, because he was Imperious Rex, and just rinsed through that fight real quick. Alright, up next, we have this Kingpin. Now this Kingpin is, you know, Kingpin. I don't find Kingpin too difficult anywhere. As you can see here, I was wrestling with the idea of possibly bringing Namor in, just because I bring Namor to this node sometimes, and I'm taking the Nick Fury Buffet Empowered Immunity mini-boss after Captain Marvel, who I'm also taking with Omega. And just on the off chance I get clipped like an unblockable special 1, I was thinking, let me just take Namor in so I don't have to use a potion. But then I figured, let me just go ahead and bring Omega in so I don't have to worry about him striking parries, and I could just let the degen melt him down so that Vigor never even has a chance to kick in. Because what I would have done with Namor is I would have done a double Fury, and I would have just taken the fight slow, and there's like, yeah, I guess there's a chance of messing up that way, so I figured I'd just take an Omega and just play it well. And I don't even think I took any damage, really, so we're going right into this Buffet Captain Marvel. Now, this is good placement for Captain Marvel, for sure, but I've taken this fight so many times that it's just like muscle memory at this point. You just want to get the spores up as high as possible, preferably above 20. Just keep reapplying it with a heavy. I think I missed like 2 heavies in this fight though, which is weird because I usually don't do that. But yeah, oh, look at that, she did evade right there because of the global evade. I forgot to mention that, it is global evade. But here's one of those heavies that I missed, but that's totally okay because we just applied it there. But it did drop us below 10, or right at 10, which is fine though. And here that happened again, 2 times in a row. What's going on today? It's totally fine though. And look at that, another evade. I hate that global evade, man, I can't stand it. But yeah, this fight is pretty simple. You just want to bait the special 1, you want to parry or block the first beam, and then you want to do an evade right before dexterity would proc. And of course, the reason why you want to do that is because if you proc dexterity, you're going to proc buffet, they're going to gain about 50% of their health back. I made that mistake a few wars ago when I tried to do that special 1. Now here with the special 3, I did the fight with that. I should have thrown it a little bit earlier because I wanted to gain a little bit of health back, but unfortunately I did it just a little bit too late, but it's not that big of a deal. Now here we have Nick Fury Buffet Empowered Immunity mini-boss. This is great placement for Nick Fury because when he goes into his second phase, the Empowered Immunity really kicks in. So he's stun immune, so you go to parry him, and he gains power. And of course, you know, his special 1 and his special 2, great for Buffet. So this fight, was almost perfect, I'd say. I fought Nick Fury a lot lately. I've pretty much figured him out, how to take him best. Now, I put on the invulnerability boost for 2 reasons. 1, for the ability to tank a special 3 if I have to. Possible foreshadowing. And 2, his special 1 is sometimes kind of bullshit with, especially when you're using mutants, because he won't gain tactical charges when you hit him, and his special 1 could be unblockable when you don't want it to be, and then there's pretty much no way to 100% guarantee that you evade it fully every time, so you're forced to take a special 1. So here we're already in the second phase. The first bit went really good. Here I'm pushing him to a special 3 and immediately launching my special 3, because Omega special 3 not only heals him but also power drains as well, or power burns, one of the two, whatever it's called. This isn't going to be a huge power drain because he only had 10 spores on him. As you can see right there, that little parry, that gave him a little bit of power. So he was being really stingy with his specials in this fight. I'm not sure why. I was kind of forcing him to do that by holding block a lot, but at the same time, because the reason why I usually bait the special 2 was because of Buffet. I was trying to get him to just degen a little bit, but here, this is why I put the invulnerability boost on. I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and let him throw it there, intercept him there, toss a special 2, and I'm pretty sure that ends the fight. So that was a great fight with Fury on Buffet. That's a node that gets a lot of kills very often in a lot of wars, but Omega Red's a fantastic counter for that. So is Archangel and Domino, pretty much any of the top mutants. So here I went up to the Sentinel. I'm not taking it, but I just thought maybe let me take it with Namor just to move things along, but that's not a good idea, so I didn't do it. So up next, we have 2 mini bosses in a row. We have Killmonger, we have Korg, and then we have the Thing boss. So first up, I have one of those green boosts expiring, and I also put on a combat regen boost, just because I'm a little bit below 100%, and I'm going to be baiting some specials because I'm pretty sure he's stun immune here. Yeah, he's stun immune. Which is, I think he's actually debuff immune, which is really good for Namor, because that means we're going to be triggering our outrages with every medium, and we're going to be reaching Imperious Rex much faster. I can't speak today apparently. So the game plan with Killmonger here is to bait his special 2 consistently. I'm not worried about doing damage yet. I'm just worrying about getting to about 28 outraged before I throw that special 3. Now he has a special 1. I threw my special 3. I'm at 28 stacks of outrage. In a perfect world, he throws his special 1 and I go right back in with my combo and throw a second special 3. Now let's see what happens. And he throws a special 1. I'm at 29. I'm at 30. I get that double fury with the special 3. I missed the little minigame because I suck. And now we get to see where Namor really shines. It's been about a minute and a half in this fight, and once you reach this double fury with Namor, the match is over. I don't care if it's Alliance War, I don't care if it's Alliance Quest, I don't care if it's Act 6, I don't care if it's Map 7, I don't care if you're doing Realm of Legends, I don't care what you're doing. The fight is over, because you're going to be tossing multiple special 2s that are going to, if they're critting, you're going to be hitting 180,000 specials over and over. You could throw another special 2 if you do a heavy, but that's not necessary in Alliance War because they'll be dead with 1 or 2 special 2s. Up next we have this Korg. We still have those boosts active. Now this Korg also went really well. This Korg is stun immune, and I think he has physical resistance. So this is where I would usually parry Korg, but since he is stun immune, I want to try and push him into the corner. Bait out a special 1 here. I'm going to push him into the corner and get as many spores on him as possible before baiting another heavy, and then locking in those spores. The way I was doing that is I was holding block to kind of influence the AI to either back up or stay in the corner. Here we're just trying to lock in those spores. Whenever he has rock stacks on him, I want to try and get him off as quickly as possible, actually, so that when I hit him, I'm doing more damage. Lock in, I think I have 28 spores now. If he would have thrown that special 2 sooner, I could have done a heavy counter there to lock in the spores. But he's at about 15, excuse me, he's at about 15% health left, 8% health here. Bait out 1 more special 1, and that fight pretty much could not have possibly gone better. So that's done. Quick and easy. Up next, we have a 6-star rank 2 thing boss. Now I tossed on a couple more. I should have totally edited this out, but sorry. So, you know, it's Alliance War boss, you know the nodes. I had a couple more boosts expiring. I also put on a power boost, which looking back at it, I actually wish I did not put the power boost on because it made me drop my special 2 earlier than I wanted to, but you'll see that. So here we go. Now, it's at the point in the war where it was a very, very close war, and this was pretty much the last fight on the map for all 3 battle groups, and if we soloed this boss, we win the war. So there was lots of pressure, so I put on a couple of boosts. Here, I don't know what happened here, man. I went to get him to 8 stacks and then toss my special 2. The reason why I wanted to do that is because the special 2 consists of 7 hits, and you always want to keep him at 15 rock stacks to be at that special. But I guess I threw the special 2 a little bit too quickly, which is fine. He kind of got me in the corner a little bit here, which is the last thing I want. So now when I'm fighting Thing with Omega Red, there's pretty much one solid strategy I always want to do. I want to do combos of either 5 or combos of 3. And the reason why I do that is because I want to either throw a special 2 when he's at 8 rock stacks, which I think you see right here. So I toss the special 2 at 8 rock stacks. Now he's at 15, and now he throws his special, and now all the rock stacks go away. So that's why we do that. But the reason why I do combos of 5 and 3 is because right there, the heavy consists of 2 hits. So I do a combo of 5, and then I do a combo of 3, and then I do my heavy, which brings him to 10 rock stacks. And then I'll do a combo of 5 again, he'll be at 15. Bait out the special, maybe intercept a special with the heavy. Here he, again, I don't even know what happened there, but it's not that big of a deal because Omega Red Special 2 has some pushback. He was above 15 rock stacks, so I couldn't hit him. Right there, that is the one hit that I took in this entire war, and it killed my soul because it was almost a perfect war. But it's fine. So at this point, I could have, this one and the last one, I could have thrown a heavy after his special 1, but there's a minute left in the fight. I just want to make sure he goes down. He's at 15 rock stacks, 7% health. He threw his special a little bit too early, so I have to hit into his block. Not that big of a deal, but here he throws a special. We go right in. He's at 10 spores, and he degens himself to death. And we did end up winning this war, I think. All right, guys, so that was a pretty stacked war, man. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights, 4 mini bosses in total, a couple difficult paths, but it was a really fun war, one of my favorite wars we've had all season. I'm pretty happy with the outcome. I'm pretty happy with my fights in it. I'm pretty happy with my battle group in general. BG1 did really, really good again in that war. Shout out to Run for planning again. Shout out to everybody else for soloing most of your fights in pretty much the entire season for us in Battle Group 1. Yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, show it to your friend, show it to your alliance. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. Tell me what fight you like. Tell me who you used to fight Thing. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. See you around.